lovies! So, today I'm going to be making a video about my tips on applying to graduate. So I am currently in the process of applying to clinical psychology PhD programs. I have taken a gap year where I am trying to get some work in the area just to get some more experience, and I'm retaking the test really soon, which I've been slacking on studying, and I'm just working on essays and my applications. So I'm just gonna be giving you some quick tips on what I think you should be doing and just getting better at, because it takes time and it's so stressful. But so I have a list I'm gonna be looking down. But first tip, it would be to just narrow down what program you want to apply to. Narrow it down, decide even if you know exactly what you want to apply to. It may take some time, but just research. Just look online in the general area of what you're studying, psychology, biology, just science. Just decide what area you want to specialize on, and then just start looking up different programs, universities. You can even look up papers or publications that you're interested in and look up the writers, because maybe one of the writers is a professor somewhere, and you can see what programs the university has that might interest you. So it's just about research and taking the time to look up things that are a part of your area that you might be interested in. So then second tip would be to make a list of all of the programs that offer this program that you're interested in. It will probably be a long list. Mine was of about 50 programs, and then just go program by program, looking up what they have. And what I am going to be applying to, it's mentor based, so I have to look up professors and I have to look up what they're interested in and their labs and their publications. So it's a much more specialized form of applying. So I make this list of universities and I go program by program, looking up the professors that are available or that work or that are looking to accept new students, and I read about their interests and their labs work, right? So part of this is also deciding inside of this big program what you want to specialize in, right? So just look up what professors are working, what they're studying, and then make a smaller list, a much narrower list of programs that offer this that you are interested in the list of professors that offer it, and write down their contact information. So that leads me to the third tip, which would be to send emails to these professors, if it is a mentor-based program, of course. So you narrow down your list, you have your list of professors by university and their contact information, and so you want to send them an email, because when they're reviewing the applications, you want your name to stand out. So if a professor already has an idea, oh hey, this student Monica reached out to me 5 months ago and she told me she was interested, and she told me she already submitted her application, let me look up her information and what she submitted. So it's much better. It makes the process, I think, a bit easier and more in your favor. So write them an email. Say, hey, I'm this person, I graduated from this or you will be graduating from said program, and I've worked and said thing, and I'm interested in this, and I read that you do this, and just express your interest and show that you studied them and you looked at what they do, you looked at their labs work, and that just shows interest and it shows dedication in their work, right? So fourth tip, when you have this list of professors and universities that is more narrowed down, write down the requirements, because some could ask you to submit transcript, an official transcript, which your university would have to send, or it could be an unofficial one, which you would just have to like scan and upload into their page. So that's an important thing to know. Is it 3 or 2 recommendation letters? Is it the GRE and the TOEFL? Is it just the GRE? Is it this? Is it that? Just write down specifically what they ask of the applicants. And if there is a test that they ask for and you haven't taken it, then you have to start studying and taking said test. So as I said, I will be taking soon, retaking the GRE. So that is something that all of my programs ask for. So that is very important for my application process. So just look up what they ask, what you don't have, what you need to get in the works of doing, and then just get to it, my babies. Then start reaching out to professors that, or mentors, or people that could write you recommendation letters. This is a process that might be a bit stressful because you never know if they're gonna say no. I once had a professor that said no to a recommendation letter to me, and we worked for a whole year together in an investigation, and she told me it was because she already had too many on her plate. But I think it was mostly just that we'd never really clicked fully. So decide well who you're asking. What is it that they're gonna say? Are they gonna say positive things, negative things? Because you don't want to send in a recommendation letter that says negative things about you, because then doesn't bring anything to the table, you know. So 6th tip is work on your essay. They have like this little list of questions that they're gonna ask you. Tell us about yourself. What have you done? Why are you university? There's some pretty basic questions that almost all of the universities use, but they might have one in a specific. So just look at their guide questions, because you never know, and write your essay. Give it a couple of days, read it, give it a couple of days, send it to somebody for them to read, send it to professors, send it to friends, send it to everybody that could give you feedback, because you want to be enticing. I don't know if that's a word, but you want to have an essay that's interesting and that they want to read, and that when they're reading it, they don't get bored. So that's important, and it takes time, and it takes multiple people, because what might be interesting to you, or an interesting sentence layout, might not be interesting to somebody else. So you have to work on it and take your time, and just make sure you have a good essay that expresses who you are, what you want to do, what you're interested in. Just, make sure you have a good representation of yourself in your application. And then my last tip for this video, because I'm sure more will come up as I keep this journey of applying to graduate school, is just to relax and breathe, and don't overstress yourself. I am currently I'm feeling stressed. I'm sitting in my car. When I sit in my car for a prolonged time, it's usually because I'm stressed. And I'm stressed because I feel like I'm not studying for my test, and it's very frustrating because it's a test that's just, it's not knowledge based, and that frustrates me. But it's my issues with it. So I am feeling stressed about that, and I just wanted to sit down and talk to anybody who could need it about this process. So those are my tips. Take your time, but do things with time. Don't start this process in October, because you could do it, but it's gonna be rushed, and it might not be a good representation of what you could bring to the table, or what you could bring into these universities. So take your time. I think that's gonna be my last tip. Take your time and relax, breathe, don't overstress. I'm gonna be maybe making some more videos about this in the future. I am taking a gap year, so if there's anything else you want to hear about or want me to talk about related to this, just let me know. I'm very excited about what's to come. So I hope this helped, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.